Houston, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Texas Longhorns entered this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Texas kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Not able to hook up here. Complete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. First carry of the season. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Knight. There's some room. Smashes through the tackle. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Iamaleava throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Knight. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now Iamaleava fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. He now has 111 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. In the red area, it's Smothers. Next, going for the goal line. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm, find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Gonna... Turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Imaliava. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be...
Makes the grab and room to run. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
We're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go right back to it. Maybe a crease. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Texas calls his campus the 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good your math, Reese, to try to calculate that, but they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas, and this guy is having a day.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Manning. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Iamaleava got his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Bruins will punt this one away. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Manning to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Iamaleava. Got his man. Lowers those pads. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the Amaliava to throw. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's not. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right, except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
Touchdown, Texas. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, the running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Thomas. He picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Bruins. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And they tacked on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Manning. Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Working the middle to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not.
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Got a man in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morris. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a space. They get to him as he throws. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Hoosiers looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action.
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. To the house. Touchdown, Texas.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Imaliava. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Rides to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Creates a little space. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. Took it all the way back to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Iamaleava. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
He has just never been able to get into a rhythm in this game. He's already thrown 3 picks. He's been hit a lot. That time throwing off his back foot forces another incompletion.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On the draw, it's Knight. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Fires left. Pulls it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Knight. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He'll try it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Going to the run, it's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got a little grass. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Simon. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Throwing, Iamaleava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
So now it's second and long. Corners are going to bail.
Splash moving.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever.
The extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for two. They're going to somehow turn this into a two-point conversion. Better to be lucky than good sometimes as they extend the lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense working from the pistol. The give as they work on that clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Takes the handoff. It's Simon. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
These corners backing off a bit. Unloads it left. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Knight. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Iamaleava. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, Iamaleava. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Uncorks it. On target over the middle. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Well, guys, we told you the defensive front would be the story of the game, and it has been. They have been relentless getting after the quarterback, in control of that line of scrimmage. Guys just ran over the sideline after that last sack and said, they can't hold us. Let's see if they continue to assert their dominance here in this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.